Hello, everyone. I'm your Associate Minister, Reverend Eric, and I'm filling in for Kelly for this edition of Meditation Monday. Recently, Kelly had offered us the practice of Lectio Divina, in which you read a passage several times, reflecting on the meanings in it that arise for you each time in that sitting. This morning, I have something both similar and quite different for you. Several years ago, Laurel Hallman brought forward a poetry-based practice she had, in turn, learned from Harry Schofield. She called it Living by Heart. In this practice, you take a poem that speaks to you and invite it into your heart. One might say you live with the poem, or even mine it for all its resonances. First, you take the poem, passage of evocative prose, or lyrics to a song, and memorize it. If the poem or lyrics are lengthy, start with a single stanza. Often it helps to start with something short. Next, write it down in a poetry or other form of journal. Over time, you will have compiled a treasure trove of meaning that is uniquely you, uniquely yours. Then, over the days or weeks or more that follow, you simply bring it to mind and recite the passage or poem each morning. What does it say to you that day? In time, when you feel ready for something new to focus on, find something new to focus on. A new poem, passage, song, whatever moves you. My guess is we all do this with music to some degree or other, but in this practice I'd recommend giving the written word a try. The first word I memorized in this way is still one I go back to regularly. It's called The Peace of Wild Things by Wendell Berry. When despair for the world grows in me, and I wake in the night at the least sound, in fear of what my and my children's lives may be, I go and lie down where the wood drake rests in his beauty on the water and the great heron feeds. I come into the peace of wild things who do not tax their lives with forethought of grief. I come into the presence of still water. And I feel above me the day-blind stars waiting with their light. For a time I rest in the grace of the world and am free. Only after I first memorized it did I realize that the poem is included among the readings in the back of our dark gray hymnal. What poems do you know by heart? What writings or lyrics have stayed with you over the years, or were helpful guides at a certain time in your life, or proving so now? Let's keep the conversation going. My best to all of you. Be well.